Good morning, Santa Clarita. Happy Friday. You are listening to KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. This is SCVi, and I lead School's Eye on the Valley. I am your host, Matt Watson, and I'm accompanied by DJ Arctic Storm. Our show, Eye on the Valley, is brought to you by SCVi and I Lead Schools. We are a network of charter schools with campuses on the west side of town in Castaic, on the east side of town in Agua Dulce. We've got campuses in Lancaster. We've got a fully accredited online school. That's TK through 12th grade. I Lead Online is doing amazing things. So is I Lead Exploration. That's our home study program. That is right. We've got home study, online school. We've got a hybrid school. We've got campus-based programs. We've got everything that your children need, regardless of what that is. Check us out at ileadschools.org. And if you've looked out the window, you know it's wet out there. It's Friday morning. Call your boss. Tell him you can't make it in today. You're going to work remote. And then turn up KHTS. We've got a great show for you this morning. We're going to get right into it. We've got no time to mess around. We've got a jam-packed show filled with some pretty amazing guests. Here in hour number one, we've got Kim Baljet. She is the Director of Educational Technology for I Lead Public Schools. She is here to talk technology in schools, your kids' online habits and needs, AI, and all the questions parents should be asking about what's good for their kids in technology. And following Kim, we've got a very special edition of College Corner this week. We've got a special announcement to make. That's right. If your kid is getting close to that college-going age, you're not going to want to miss it. That's coming up at the end of hour number one. And then in hour number two, it's Eye on the Valley's BFF, Matt Nilson. Matt Nilson from the Santa Clarita Valley Boys and Girls Club is going to be here. We love Matt. And their Festival of Trees kicks off tonight. And guess what? You are invited. You, Kim Baljet, are invited to the Festival of Trees, and then Matt's gonna stick around and he's gonna play with Big T and I. You know my annoying big brother. He always calls in at the end of the show to goof off with us. We've got trivia, fun facts, and all kinds of goofiness to close out the show. So yeah, I'm fired up. Let's go ahead and get it started. As I said, my first guest today is Kim Baljet. Kim has built an amazing career in education over the last nearly quarter century. She has an incredible drive and passion for reaching all students with the tools that will prepare them to lead. Kim has been recognized as an outstanding educator, receiving many awards and grants, including Los Angeles County Teacher of the Year and California Association for the Gifted Distinguished Service Award. She now serves as Director of Educational Technology for I Lead Public Schools and is a self-described voracious reader, mama bear, and identifies as geek chic. Recently, she presented on AI for K-12 at the Los Angeles County Office of Education's AI and Innovative EdTech Symposium. Kim Baljet, welcome to Eye on the Valley.
Thank you for having me.
So glad to have you. Happy Friday. Glad you could make it in. Kim, I mentioned you've got quite an illustrious career here. Tell me a little bit about your background and your educational journey.
Well, I am so happy to be here, Matt, and you're across the way from me. And we have actually met quite a few times in the past because our career paths have intersected. And you are on the board of the Saugus.
I am.
You
Saugus
are
Union School
Saugus
District. Yep.
Union School District, and I worked for Saugus for a number of years, and in Castaic for a number of years. And so during the pandemic, it was amazing to work from home. But, just like with everybody else, I kind of got disillusioned with what was happening. So after a point of time, I decided, hey, I think it's a good idea for me to take a step back and to retire. Well, guess what?
How'd that go?
That didn't go very well. Because I'm such a busybody, I decided after about a year, I need to get back in the game.
Okay.
And so I was just looking for a part-time job, and I found this amazing place that I get to express who I am and lead with technology.
Wow. Kim, I had no idea you were a recovering retiree.
I know.
That is amazing. So tell us about that transition. So you kind of, I don't want to put words in your mouth. It feels like, because you're very young to be retired, Kim, maybe a little burnout after the pandemic. Things have changed. Things have shifted. and you came over to iLead for maybe part-time, although part-time is, I'm guessing, about 50, 60 hours for you.
Yes.
Right about now. How are you finding your journey with iLead?
Well, okay. So I was thinking about coming on this show today, and I was like, why do I really love iLead? And I have to say, our mission, we lead, right?
Right.
We want to create leaders and who are innovative. And I found that in a traditional district, that was kind of looked down and frowned upon at certain points. And so when I stepped into this career as educational technology director, and I started working with the people at iLead, which make us amazing, I realized that we are really free to think and lead, and everybody lifts everybody up to continue to be leaders. Whereas in the traditional district, that was kind of frowned upon. And so I'm so happy to be here at iLead.
Oh, very interesting. So your title is Director of Educational Technology at iLead Public Schools. So in that role, what do you do as Director of Educational Technology?
I'm kind of a jack of all trades, truly, Matt. My favorite part of the job is to train, we call them facilitators, train our teachers on how to implement technology seamlessly and to support our learners. I love being in the classroom and really modeling for facilitators, and I really, truly love being able to delve into all the new and innovative technologies. One thing that I have to say, I always say I get to be the Santa of the learning support team, because I get to play with all the new toys and show them off and try them out before everybody else does.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Okay, so you're supporting our educators, you're supporting our learners with new educational technology. What are some of the things that you're working with our teachers that you're most proud of?
I'm most proud of the work we're doing with AI. Being a mama bear, I have children who have gone through school districts. They're older now, but with the people in the community as well, talking to them, a lot of times our children are actually being swayed away from using AI technology, and it's being really demonized in some traditional schools. And I really feel like my position is to get everybody realizing that this is the next wave. This is the next literacy that they need to know.
AI literacy. Interesting. Okay, I do want to get into that. I kind of want to spread it around. It's a pretty hefty topic. We'll get into that in just a little bit. But just overall, in the terms of technology, I want to talk about what kids should be learning, because like in education, we've got benchmarks, right? Like I remember when I was a first-year teacher, I was teaching third grade, and I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing. I was a history major. I had never taken an education course, and they gave me the keys to the classroom and 36 kids. And the old sixth grade teacher walked by and said, okay, third grade, so you're teaching paragraphs and multiplication. Okay, and that was the first I realized what I was supposed to be teaching that year, right? So, yeah, like kids, they're supposed to be reading maybe by the end of first grade. They should start writing paragraphs in third grade. They start to write research papers in junior high and high school. For math, kids, they start to count in kindergarten, right? Like I said, they multiply in third grade. They start doing algebra in 7th or 8th grade. So what are some of the benchmarks that kids should be learning? Do we have the same type of progression for educational technology?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
And you know what? It's getting younger and younger, too, by the way. So like you said, I've been here in education for 25 years.
Yeah.
And when I first started, we were, teaching keyboarding. And that was like the big thing.
Yeah.
Now, our first graders are learning how to keyboard and get on to the internet responsibly. So, of course, we are in the digital age. But I do want to talk about those benchmarks, especially in the frame of AI, right?
Okay.
So with AI, we really want to start looking at our younger learners and teaching them what AI actually is and how it actually works. So, for example, a student would need to know that AI can't think. It can learn, but it can't think.
Interesting.
Yes. So really teaching them that this is not actually a person behind the voice. This is a trained model. Okay?
And that's important because we hear some weird stories in the press and things like that about people, kids, developing relationships with their AI.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, 1 out of every 2 K through 12 learners believes that they have some sort of friendship with AI.
1 out of 2.
1 out of 2.
That's K-12. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And so after that, we really want to start like middle school, high school, teaching them about algorithms, right? Like how you train AI and how we can have algorithmic bias too, right? So for example, there's a famous study out there where you can train, and we can do this in middle school, and this is our job as educators is to teach students how AI can be biased. So you can train an AI model to recognize, for example, what happy looks like. So you want it to be happy. So you're going to show it pictures of a male, let's just say boy, a male smiling. And you use tons and tons of pictures of a boy smiling, and then you show them a picture of a girl smiling. And it won't recognize that as happy because you've trained it on males being happy smiling.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I have noticed how my AI learns. For example, I know people's devices are going to go nuts when I say it, but my Alexa device at home somehow learned, I didn't tell it, but it somehow learned that I speak Spanish. And so every now and then on my different applications, I'll get Spanish ads. She'll make references in Spanish with me. I didn't necessarily discreetly teach her to do that. Do you teach kids that our AI is learning from us whether we're intentionally teaching it or not?
Yes. So it's super important for us to understand that AI is integrated in everything now. And it's been for a long time. Like our Roomba, our Netflix recommendations.
Oh, wow.
All of those things are AI, except for now we have generative AI. So I'm sure you've heard the term machine learning.
Yes.
Okay. So a lot of people think, oh, that just means a machine can learn. Well, kind of. So coders in the past would have to say, if you do this, then I expect this model to do X, Y, and Z. Okay. Where machine learning actually means that you're teaching it a whole bunch of information and then the goal, and then from there, the machine needs to make that logical step. It actually you're giving it permission to have logic.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So, Kim, I want to dive more into this, but we need to take a quick break. Kim Baljet, Director of Educational Technology for iLead Public Schools. When we get back, more on AI, screen time, and what you should be concerned about as a parent. I'm Matt Watson, and this is SCVi and iLead Schools' Eye on the Valley, and you're listening to your hometown station, KHTS. Welcome back. You are listening to KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. This is Matt Watson, and you are listening to SCVi and iLead Schools' Eye on the Valley. I am back with Kim Baljet, Director of Educational Technology for iLead Public Schools. Now, Kim, we were talking quite a bit about AI before the break. I wanted to ask a little bit about coding, because I remember 10 years ago, 12 years ago, the huge buzz was coding. Everybody needs to learn to code. All the kids need to learn to code. If you can't code in the next 10 years, 12 years, you're going to be obsolete no matter what profession it is. So is that a thing? Do people still need to learn to code, or were we wrong about that? What is it with coding?
Well, actually, funny that you asked, because I started talking about machine learning, right?
Yeah.
So coding, we need to learn how to code for machine learning now. Whereas, so our machines are able to learn from our initial code, and we don't have to monitor the code throughout all the steps, because we're actually teaching the machine to do the thing.
Kind of to code itself.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not so much about like the languages, learning C++ or Python or all those nerdy things.
Well, all of those are built on Python, actually.
Oh, okay.
So like your ChatGPT is built on Python.
Okay.
Machine learning. But It's more about we don't need as many coders.
I see what you're saying. Okay, so not everybody in the world has to code their own things, although they sort of are with every prompt, with every inquiry that they give their AI.
Well, yes, actually, we in this age, I kind of call it the great equalizer, because
Okay.
we can create apps, for example, like on Canva. You can create an app with just the commands. I want to create a review game for my US history final.
Oh, interesting.
And it will create, and you'll put in all of the information,
Mm-hmm.
and it will code the game for you.
Okay, so it's not that coding's become obsolete. We just don't talk about it as discreetly anymore because the way we're doing it is far more advanced than even we could conceive of 10 years ago.
Well, actually, I would kind of call it like we have a partnership with the code.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So,
Very
like, for
interesting.
example, somebody creates the model that can code,
Mm-hmm.
the machine learner,
Gotcha.
and then we, as novices, right,
All right.
can come in and be a partner with the coding platform
Okay.
and make beautiful, wonderful things.
Fantastic. That's amazing. So, there's been a lot of talk in the community. You mentioned that I sit on a local school board. A lot of school board members, lots of teachers are talking about AI, and I've heard, you and I have a colleague that said that her daughter came home recently saying, "Mom, you shouldn't use AI. AI is bad. AI is evil. AI is a tool for cheating." But I hear other educators talking about how powerful it is. I hear you saying that it can help me build more dynamic, engaging lessons and reviews and experiences for my students. So, what's your stance? You're out there training teachers. What's your stance on AI, especially when it comes to teachers using AI and students using AI in the classroom?
Oh gosh, I could write a book about all of this.
Well, go
Matt.
for it.
Okay, so you talked about how when you first started in teaching and you had 36 students in your class.
Right.
Do you think that 36 students were getting everything they needed? Probably not, right?
Kim, in that first year, none of those kids got what they needed, and I wish I had their addresses because I would write them apology letters
Same.
Constantly. But
Same.
I
I
get what you're
apologize to
saying.
my first year class as well.
And I remember when I was in school, I had great teachers, but you're right. I was zoning out. I was looking out the window. I was looking at the little cutie next to me, But yeah, you're right. And the kids up in the front row were engaged, maybe.
And so with AI, we have the ability to differentiate. And those of us who are not in the educational realm, that means that we can really take AI and create engaging lessons for every learning style, for every level of learner. And we can also free up so much of our time so that we can put aside those administrative tasks that we all love as educators and focus on that personal relationship that we really get into teaching for.
Okay. That brings up an interesting conversation that I had just a couple days ago. I was talking with someone who I really respect and who is really smart. We were talking about education and things like that. And she said to me something that really kind of broke my heart. She said, the traditional public schools are for the middle kids. And they really don't, I don't know, like you said, differentiate. They don't really teach to the exceptional, the exceptionally high, and those who are also exceptional for maybe developmental delay and things like that. She said they teach the kids in the middle. They do a great job with that. But if your kid is gifted, or if your kid is high performing, or if your kid struggles with things, the traditional public school doesn't really do a good job with that. AI might be that game changer, though, right?
Oh, 100% it's a game changer.
So how does that work?
Well, for example, how I train the teachers is, we'll just take writing, for example. So if you have 36 learners that wrote 6 to 7 paragraph essays, and you want to provide feedback for all of those people, those learners, and you're writing all of these things down, that
Pause
takes...
right there. That takes all night long on a Wednesday night. I used to teach middle school. Wednesday was when the first drafts were due. And Kim, my family knew. Wednesday nights, Dad comes home, he eats dinner with us, and does not sleep because he's giving feedback on all these essays.
Oh, I went on every single vacation with my bag of grading. So I think it's such an exciting time to be an educator because you have so many tools. Like when I first started teaching, I had to go search high and low for things. But now, like, it's all at your fingertips. So that's what I get to train teachers to use. So for example, we can input a rubric that you create. So a list of things that you want to make sure each learner has.
This is what an excellent essay looks like, yeah.
Exactly. And you can insert their essay, and it can provide beautiful feedback. I mean, better than feedback than I taught over 20 years in the classroom. Yeah. Better than I could have done in my refined experience.
And AI never gets tired, never gets moody, never has bias because I shouldn't say this, but I like this kid more than I like that kid.
Or this one's at the top of the pile, and then I'm grading this one at the last
right, and now
of
I'm
the pile.
grading it a little harder or a little easier.
Right.
Very interesting. And if I'm teaching middle and high school, I don't even have to insert that. I can have my kids insert it, and they get their own feedback.
Oh, that's what I'm
teaching.
That's what I'm using now. So we're actually with one of our platforms, learners can insert their essays. Mm-hmm. They can check to see if they have indicated any kind of plagiarism, and I have like my little air quotes going here. Sure. Any kind of plagiarism is being flagged, and this whole section, maybe I should paraphrase that.
I lifted a little too much from the old Wikipedia machine.
Yes, exactly. So training our learners how to use AI in that way also makes them more self-aware.
I love that you said that. You know, that we've had this constant debate in our country. Still, it's raging. Should we allow kids to have cell phones in the classroom or not? Should we allow kids to have My thought has always been, don't teach kids not to use cell phones. Teach kids how to use cell phones, right, ethically and responsibly and things like that. And I think schools are doing a better job with that. Love that AI is the next step with it. But you bring up the P word, right? Plagiarism, and that's what initially and still to this day scares a lot of teachers. We have to keep kids away from AI or they're going to cheat. I love that you're talking about teaching kids how to use AI. So what about plagiarism? What about kids using AI to cheat or to fake it? How do we deal with that?
So I usually start off with my AI 101 sessions telling teachers, there's a new study out of Stanford that says that children are not teaching in greater amount these days. It's just more obvious because the AI is, so exceptional. So their work sounds like a professor's work as opposed to before.
So they're not cheating more than they did in the past. They're just cheating better.
Yes. It just sounds better.
I love it.
Right?
I love
and
it.
So that's what they're finding. So
so it's
like the calculator, right? Like when the calculator was invented, it's a tool. Yes, it creates shortcuts. We have to teach them how to use this tool responsibly. You have to obviously have the foundational skills. But again, think about all of the math that would have to happen if we had to do it by hand. We need that tool. And think of the advancements that we have created and done in our society because we have these new and great technologies.
Absolutely. So it's interesting. I've been trying to get you to talk about kids and what kids should be doing. And you keep answering with, I tell my teachers, because it is about what the teachers are doing in the classroom.
100%.
Because kids are going to do what kids are going to do. It's about engaging them and getting to leverage their tools and technology in order to grow and learn.
Can I just say the message that teachers have with their learners sets the tone for everything, right? So like if I as an educator say, hey, I'm going to teach you how to use this tool responsibly. I'm going to give you these guardrails, and I'm going to make sure that you're safe. Right? We're not sending you off into ChatGPT land. We're using safe closed AI, which is really important.
I love it.
Which we have put that on the forefront of our, I will stick a pole in the top of the hill and scream that from the mountaintops, that we have to make sure that we have responsible and safe AI.
So you talk about closed AI, so we're not just releasing our littles into the wild of the internet.
Absolutely not.
Okay, great.
Yes, as Mama Bear, I'm telling you, it's very important to make sure that we're keeping our learners safe. But back to the fact that you as an educator set the tone. So you need to teach them how to talk to AI, how to prompt engineer, how to get what you want out of it. And so that's super important.
Fantastic. So talked a lot about AI this morning, but let's talk about screen time, right? Parents are constantly concerned about screen time, but at the same time, we know that it can be very helpful in a pinch, right? Here, take the iPad, mama's on the phone. So what are your thoughts on screen time? Do you have any guidelines for parents of how often and how long, how early they should be on screens?
Well, I can't say that I'm an expert on preschool age technology use, but I can say that I'm a mama, and I can say that, we learn to interact with others by interacting with others. And so that face-to-face interaction and that authentic play is super important. As with most things in life, it's about balance.
Okay, very wise. Okay, so screens aren't necessarily evil, but also go play with your cousins. Let's go to the park.
Yeah, get dirty. Make mud pies. Yeah. Let's do it.
I love it. All right, Kim. So we are in the midst of parent-teacher conference season. So when it comes to educational technology, you've taught us a lot this morning about AI and what we should be teaching our kids and how to keep them safe. But now, as I'm going into my parent-teacher conference this winter, what should I be asking my kids' teacher?
You should be asking them, how is my child interacting with technology? How can we best make sure that we have what we need at home? And that as a teacher, I want to know if there's any roadblocks that you have with accessing your technology, because we as educators, we have systems in place to make sure that you have Wi-Fi, you have the internet, you can access all of your learning remotely if needed. And so we want that communication.
Okay, fantastic. So it's again all about that collaboration. Kim, you're doing some amazing work, and I'm so grateful that our community, our schools, our students have you, and I'm so happy to be able to have you in this morning. You have a great weekend, and happy Thanksgiving, Kim.
You too. Thanks, Matt.
You stick around. We've got an amazing announcement coming up out of SCVi this morning. You are listening to SCVi and iLead Schools Eye on the Valley. We'll be right back with that amazing announcement on your hometown station, KHTS. Welcome back. You are listening to KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. I am your host, Matt Watson, and you are listening to SCVi and iLead Schools Eye on the Valley. And we are back with a very exciting special edition of College Corner this week. We debuted College Corner as a monthly installment on our show back in the month of August. But today we are here out of season with a very special and exciting announcement. It is the Director of School Initiatives with iLead Schools, Allison Bravo, and Kris Nilson, College and Career Counselor at SCVi, your free public charter school, TK through 12th grade in the Santa Clarita Valley. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hi, thank you.
Glad to have you both here. I know we've only got a few minutes this segment, and you guys have got a lot to say. Last week, we had SCVi directors Chad Powell and Martha Spancel-Pellico on the show, and they were talking about SCVi's high school. They highlighted that the Just Right Fit college guidance and a new expanded dual enrollment program launching next year. We had such a great response from the community. People started calling in. And so we asked to bring you back to talk more about the program. Before we get into it too deeply, though, let's pause to celebrate, Allison, a big data event that was just released, the California Schools Dashboard. And for those of you that don't know, the California Department of Education actually has, a dashboard, like a dashboard on your car that actually monitors how every school in California is doing. Well, the 2025 data just came out. Allison, talk to me about what happened for SCVi on the new dashboard that's so exciting.
Yeah, well, lots of great things happening at SCVi all around in terms of the California School Dashboard, academics, and just the way in which they educate the whole child. But something that's really exciting is that SCVi High School surpassed the state for something called the College Career Indicator, which tells us how much extra our students or learners do beyond just earning a high school diploma to get ready for college and career. We know that nowadays a high school diploma is no longer enough to be ready for a living wage, a high wage job, or training or college that leads to those things. And so these college career indicators have been studied and proven to show that they will set learners or students up for success. And so SCVi did a great job. They surpassed the state. They even surpassed the local high school district in the number of graduates who graduated prepared, and we couldn't be more excited and proud.
That is exciting because we got to be honest, Allison. We've got some amazing high schools here in Santa Clarita, but to hear that SCDI passed them in terms of college and career preparedness last year is super exciting. So, Allison, what are some of the programs that SCDI has that will help them achieve this?
Yeah, absolutely. So starting even in eighth grade. So our eighth graders at SCVi are part of the high school experience and the high school program. And this is like a kickstart to high school to make sure that once they reach that ninth grade year, they're ready to go, ready to be successful, and ready to maximize their high school experience to getting college and career ready and being comfortable in a high school environment. We also have what's called an Exploring Careers class in which our learners do project-based learning in the lens of solving real-world problems through industry experts, so they get to really explore careers. We have career and technical education. Our aerospace pathway is amazing. We have lots of A to G options for learners meeting those A to G requirements for UC. We got state seal of biliteracy. And then, of course, we have college credit courses and through both dual enrollment and concurrent enrollment. So lots of different ways that SCVi really works to individualize what college and career readiness looks like for each student, but making sure that high school is really that launch pad to success.
Fantastic. And so now what we're going to do at SCVi, since we're achieving such great things in getting our kids prepared for college and career, is we're going to stop and we are going to rest on our laurels and we are not going to do anything else. We're not going to do anything different, right?
Oh,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. You guys are here to launch this exciting new program. Get your confetti cannons ready. You guys are officially launching College Connect today. Tell me about College Connect. What is it and why should parents be looking in to it as a viable high school option? Why should parents really be turning their eyes toward SCVi for next year's enrollment for their high schoolers?
Oh, is that me?
Is that you, Kris?
That's me.
All right.
So we are so excited about launching College Connect, and I think it's because it's just one piece of what we offer at SCVi, in addition to our social emotional learning program, and just the love we have for preparing kids for their futures, and we want to be such a big part of that. We will be having assemblies, parent information nights, checking out our Monday message where we're providing all the information on the current things that we're doing. We have a great relationship with College of the Canyons, and we are just increasing those college classes that we will be offering on campus so kids don't have to leave SCVi to get the college experience, and they can be here but also still experience all the fun and exciting adventures that kids experience while they're in high school. So if they would like to come, and even thinking about spring semester, we would love to have them. If you go to our website at ileadsantaclarita.org, there is a button there for enrollment and an interest form, and you can fill that out, and then hopefully take some time and come over and take a tour of SCVi so we can show you all the cool things that we're doing.
That is incredible. Kris, did I hear you right? Because, to be honest, SCVi isn't the only high school in town that has their kids taking college courses concurrently with their high school coursework. But did you say they're taking those college courses on their high school campus?
Yes, exactly. And I'm so excited for the spring. We just registered some kids yesterday. They're going to be taking sign language, and a professor from College of the Canyons will be coming to SCVi 2 days a week to teach the kids. So they're already at school, and they have that benefit of getting that experience, but also being in class with their peers, which is such a great experience. In addition, I do have juniors and seniors that also have the ability to take classes at COC if they would like to take something different. So it's such an exciting time all around, and I'm just so excited about the sign language that's going to be starting when we come back from winter break.
I'm excited as well, Kris. I remember when I was in high school, my college counselor encouraged me to take some classes at COC while I was still in school, and it terrified me. No way. Those were adults over there, and I'm only 16 years old. But if those professors came over to my high school, absolutely I'd be on board. Allison, can you dig a little bit deeper into what the different cohorts are and what it's going to look like on campus?
Yeah, so one of the things that I'm really excited about the College Connect program at SCVi is that it's curated and it's intentional in terms of how those college courses fit in with high school graduation requirements and high school courses and lead to something a little bit more. So instead of just randomly taking college courses that look good or feel good or are for an easy A, we have 3 different cohorts to enroll in at SCVi. The first is what's called the biliteracy pathway. As some of our listeners may know, SCVi has a fantastic dual language immersion program for our K through 5 learners, and we're bridging that up and expanding that, right? So that our 6th through 8th learners will have the opportunity for more Spanish, some service learning, and some travel. And then our 9th through 12th graders are going to be working with our local community college in the Spanish department to not only earn a California State Seal of Biliteracy, but the College of the Canyons Language Certificate of Specialization. So taking those Spanish classes from a college lens, and then in their 11th and 12th grade year, hopefully being able to do some world travel, some service learning, some learning around Spanish language and culture, and really just becoming biliteracy masters and being able to apply that to the real world. So that's our first cohort. That's really exciting.
It is really exciting, and let me kind of explain to parents why. There's a lot of school, not a lot. There's a couple schools in town that have been doing dual language immersion kindergarten through 5th grade for a while, and the biggest complaint for parents is, but what happens after 5th grade? Because it kind of drops off after that. No, you're taking them starting in high school, 9th grade, Allison, and they're taking those college level Spanish courses?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Fantastic, because they're ready for it. They come out of 5th grade, a dual language immersion program. They're ready for that level of language. Phenomenal. So that first college Connect pathway is biliteracy. What's the second one?
Okay, the second one is called the College Launch Pad. So I don't know about you all, but getting my GEs done during my bachelor's years, right?
Those are your general education classes,
credits. Yeah, making sure that I got into those classes that I wanted. That was a struggle. And a lot of times you have to do that before or concurrent that you're starting to take your major classes. So SCVi's College Launchpad is a way to kind of get some of those general ed credits, or now they're called iGETSEs or CalGETSEs, out of the way before you even hit college. So these are for either our 4-year college-bound learners or our community college learners to get some of those gen ed classes in the behavioral sciences and in the arts out of the way in high school. They also count toward high school graduation credits, so you're kind of double dipping and doing both. Again, all at SCVi, all within the safety and support of the campus, so that College Launchpad class can potentially graduate you with 12 college units before you even step into a college campus.
So taking these classes again on campus at SCVi and then graduating high school and stepping in, sounds like probably almost as a sophomore in college?
Almost, and potentially so. I mean, every college is different about what transfer units they accept, et cetera. but these are all UC, CSU transferable classes. So if you attend a UC or CSU, yes, potentially as a sophomore.
And since they're being taught by COC professors, I'm assuming you could step straight into COC, potentially graduate with your AA in a year, and then from COC you can transfer to pretty much anywhere you want to.
Absolutely.
All right, you got a third pathway for us?
Yeah, but real quick, one more thing on that college launchpad, because, SCVi is the only school in the Valley that has the IB International Baccalaureate Career Program as part of the program. So if you also do that as part of this college launchpad, those IB grades and test scores also potentially count for college credit as well. So kind of a nice way. You don't have to choose one or the other. The IB program at SCVi is wonderful and fits in quite well with that cohort.
Fantastic. We got about 2 more minutes. What's that third pathway, Allison?
Okay, the third pathway is an ode to our amazing aerospace career technical education pathway.
Yeah.
COC has an amazing advanced technology center, and our learners who are successful in the aerospace pathway get to go onto COC's campus and take an additional course or additional coursework at the Advanced Technology Center. It's a fantastic collaboration and something we're really excited about. These are for our engineers, our designers, our thinkers, our future drone pilots, and those who are just really excited to go do hands-on learning at COC.
Fantastic. So SCVi's College Connect program is getting kids to take college classes on campus at SCVi. You don't have to go to the college campus to take those college courses. So, Kris, how do families learn more?
Well, they can call us directly. They can send me an email. They can go to our website. We actually launched our College Connect webpage on our website at ileadsantaclarita.org. And if you just type SCVi into Google, you can jump on our website and go to that page, and it explains all of our pathways. It explains our new program. We'd love to have you come by SCVi to grab a tour, talk with me, talk with some learners, talk with some facilitators. And we are so excited to spread the word and just really let everyone know that SCVi is here and we are launching our kids into the future.
Absolutely, and going hard launch on College Connect next year. But Kris, as you said, that cheat code, you want to make sure that your kid's able to enroll. Enroll second semester at SCVi this year. You can enroll in January and make sure that your kid gets into that College Connect program. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me. We appreciate it. We do have to take a quick break. I am Matt Watson. You're listening to SCVi and iLead School's Eye on the Valley on your hometown station, KHTS. Welcome back. You are listening to KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. And thank you to our friends joining us live on the Facebook Live feed. Good to see you. This is Matt Watson, and you are listening to SCVi and iLead School's Eye on the Valley. Joining me now in the studio is longtime BFF of the show, CEO of the Santa Clarita Boys and Girls Club, leader of the Santa Clarita Nonprofit Council, and nicest guy in the Valley, and that's all the same dude. He is Matt Nilson, CEO of the Santa Clarita Valley Boys and Girls Clubs, and he's brought with him his advisory board member and event coordinator, business owner, community volunteer, and general man about town, Dennis Verner. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks. Morning. So good to have you here. We are at the precipice of, well, what Bing Crosby called the most wonderful time of the year. And I dare say that Bing never once went to the event that you guys are launching tonight. So we're super excited to have you guys. So before we jump into this amazing event, could you each share with us a little bit about what your role is with the clubs, and because your roles are very different, and what attracted you to come work to serve the Boys and Girls Club of Santa Clarita Valley? Matt, let's start with you.
All right. Yeah. Thanks again, Matt, for having us. I'm excited to be here. So, yeah, I'm the CEO for Boys and Girls Club, but we have 13 locations across Santa Clarita Valley, 4 clubhouses, 9 school-based sites, and I am the lead staff of all of that. We have 127 employees across the valley, and so I work with the community to ensure that the Boys and Girls Club continues to be the safe, fun place for for kids and families after school, so that the kids and teens have a safe place to be while parents are working when they get out of school. And we focus on programs like health and life skills, the arts, education, career development, workforce development, leadership development, and all of those programs are something I truly believe in, and I've been with the organization, 22 years now. Started out helping kids with homework after school, right out of college, and just fell in love with the mission. It's a place where we get to make such a huge impact on kids' lives and provide mentoring and guidance and just show them the opportunities that are out there. And now what gets me excited, I've been with the club so long that the kids I helped kids are coming around, and you get to it's just no better way to be so deeply involved in the community and great futures.
Yeah, and what's exciting is to hear adults who are now supporters or volunteers or donors to the clubs talk about the amazing impact that the clubs had on them when they were young people. Dennis, what about you? What's your role with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Santa Clarita Valley, and what brought you to want to give so much of your time to it?
Well, I'm on the advisory board, and not to be confused with the executive board.
Okay.
And my wife and I chair some of the events for the last 3 years in a row. Not counting this year, we chaired the Boys and Girls Club auction.
Yeah.
And then this year we're chairing Festival of Trees. So I think it's a great cause because my wife and I, before this, we had chaired some business events. And although business events are important, we chose to do something that's more meaningful to the community, and I think that this is the greatest cause in the Santa Clarita Valley.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's some great events that you're helping throw. These are some of the must-attend events of the year that you got to be seen at these events. We'll get all into the Festival of Trees in just a little bit, but I just want to make sure before we go too far, I want to make sure that everybody that's listening understands what the clubs really are and what they do. You talked in a little bit of detail already, Matt, but what's the mission for Boys and Girls Clubs, and why is that so essential to our community?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thank you. So the mission is to inspire and enable all youth, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, responsible citizens.
Productive, caring, responsible citizens.
Yeah, that's right.
That's an amazing profile of a young person.
Yeah, that's our goal. And in simpler terms, for the kids, we're the fun place to be after school, and for the parents, we're the safe place where they know their kids are safe when they're at work or running errands or whatever it is parents need to do. So we're a second home for kids. Kids start with us as young as 4 or 5 in our TK programs.
Oh, wow.
And stay with us all the way until seniors in high school. And then many of them stick with us even longer. 10% of our employees are former club kids, our club alum.
Oh,
so
nice.
Really, really great. And so we're all about developing the kids, whether it's somebody who's having a tough time and just needs that positive, mentor in their life to provide some guidance. That's who we are. Or maybe it's a young kid who just needs a safe place because parents are working late and they need to get their homework done. We serve a snack after school every day and do a lot of enrichment, fun programming. And then for our teens, that for them, some of them come to us even as old as 15, and they start coming to the club and then get involved in the workforce aspect. They learn their job skills, course skills, and then take them out to college campuses, to different job sites, and just explore what opportunities are out there.
So this isn't just daycare or after school care. Kids are getting help with their homework. They're learning job skills. They're learning leadership skills, really learning to become those productive, responsible leaders in our community. Matt, I always thought that you served kids 7 to 17. You serve kids as early as TK?
We do now, yeah. We've expanded programs in the last few years at our 9 of our school sites. So that's where we're able to work with kids that young, yeah.
That's fantastic. So what are your hours of operation? What time are you operating?
Basically, Monday through Friday after school, so that's 2, or if there's a minimum day, we open early until 7 at our clubhouse sites, and then 5 or 6 at our school-based sites.
Okay. And then what about, like, next week we got Thanksgiving break coming up. Are you guys open during the break, or y'all take a vacation
Absolutely, yeah. Those are those critical times when sometimes that's when kids come and they don't aren't there after school, but it's like, oh my gosh, I got fall break or summer
Right.
break, spring break, winter break. What am I going to do with my kid? I still have to work. The club's open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yep.
Wow. Amazing service that you're providing for the community. But I got to imagine that the cost keeps quite a few people out. This has got to be an expensive program, right, Matt?
No,
Trick
no, we're a
question.
nonprofit. Absolutely not. That's why we have things like Dennis is leading the Festival of Trees. And we have amazing people. And that's where it's, we formed in 1968 when community leaders saw this need, this growing need in our community, and that has never left. I think it's at the core of Santa Clarita Valley is that there are people who care and want to make sure every kid in our valley has opportunity. And to do that, we keep low to no cost programs. So membership at our clubhouses is $60 a year for the first child, $45.
$60 a month, you said, right?
No, a year. Matt, please.
$60 a
Did you
year.
clean your ears? Matt, come
Whoa.
on. Stay with me, brother.
Okay.
$60 a year, $45 for each additional sibling. And then on those days we're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., it's $10 a day if you drop them off in the morning.
All right.
So there's a little extra fees.
Sure. For a 12-hour shift, you should probably get overtime.
A little bit, yeah. That expanded costs. But
Fantastic. So you mentioned you've got 13 locations. 9 of them are on school sites.
Yep.
So those school site locations, those are like exclusively for those schools, right?
Right. Those are for those kids in those schools, and we work with the district to identify eligible children so that they can be
Okay.
there. Yeah.
And then those other 4 clubs are kind of open to kind of the general community?
Yeah, so our clubs, we have one in Newhall,
Newhall.
Canyon Country, Castaic, and Valverde.
And Valverde. Wow, you got them almost everywhere in the valley.
That's right.
You're missing a location, Matt.
Where, we have our sights set on expanding to underserved areas. That's
All right. Let's you and I talk after the show. Okay, so how we doing? Oh, we're doing great. We got time like Barry Manilow's got nose. So, Dennis, the club's annual holiday event is coming up soon, the Festival of Trees. When and where is the Festival of Trees taking place?
It's at the Canyon Country Community Center, or C4, as it's known to the locals. It's tonight at 5:30 p.m., and it's going to be quite an event. We've spent countless hours planning this event, so it's either going to be the best one or the worst one, but it's going to be but we're taking it to a new level. I make no guarantees.
Okay, so you've got the gala event that starts tonight at 5:30, but Matt, I think the event has actually it's about to kick off. Doesn't it start early and go all weekend long?
Yeah, so we have 3 community days. So from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. today, you can go stop by, and then on Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., you can come by and bring the family. It's low cost, $5 to $10.
Oh, wow.
And Saturday's a particularly fun day because Santa's going to be there midday, about 11 to 2. We have various performers coming from different dance and performance groups. And it's just, this is the way to kick off the holiday season.
Yeah, it is. Can you elaborate a little bit more? Because you mentioned that tomorrow there's going to be performances. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah.
But if I miss Santa, what if I can only make it Sunday?
Yeah, no, Sunday's great. Come on by. It's a chill time. It's a nice time to come and bring the family. This is a family tradition for many people in Santa Clarita. This is our 23rd year.
Okay.
And we have people who are bringing their kids now, and just like we've been around a while.
Yeah.
Just like me. And but there's the gingerbread houses, the small Christmas trees, the big Christmas trees. It's if you are somebody who Christmas is in your heart and you cannot wait until December, get over here. You need to be there.
Okay, so you mentioned you've got large Christmas trees. I was looking on your website last night, some that are 6 to 8 feet.
Yes.
And then you've got kind of some tabletop trees. And this isn't a Christmas tree lot. These are all like...
Right. Yeah, good point. These are elaborately designed trees. They are, from floor to tip top, just gorgeous, all different themes. So we have like traditional country Christmas, we like to say, and then more modern, more classic, and then fun themed ones. Dennis, you want to talk about a few of the themed ones this year?
Yeah.
Well, what's the craze? I'm so old. I don't know. Labubu or
Yeah. Oh, I saw there's a Labubu Labubu tree.
Yeah, it's got to me
yeah.
like these little creatures all over it, but everybody seems to love that tree. I actually voted for that one for best. I'm not sure if it won, but that one. And then Magic Mountain has a crazy tree. That's a really good one. Yeah, there's a lot of really good trees. Mm-hmm. But just to be clear, the Festival of Trees, like Matt says, goes all weekend. But then at 5 o'clock tonight is the actual gala where we have sponsors come in. It's a dinner and all that. So that's a little bit different. But you have to picture a gymnasium at the Canyon Country Community Center full of Christmas trees.
Yeah, and it is.
And they're not, like you said, it's not like a tree lot. The designers spent months working on these trees.
Yeah, and they are fully decorated. You mentioned the Labubu tree, and there's a Magic Mountain tree. I was looking, the whole town's got Dodger fever right now, right?
Yeah,
back-to-back champions.
World Series trees.
Couple of those.
World Series. No. We've got back-to-back champs. World Series Christmas tree. Nothing says the birth of the Savior like the back-to-back World Championships Dodger tree.
That's so true. Yeah, and gingerbread house, too.
Okay, so you've got gingerbread houses. Mm-hmm. You've got wreaths for the door or other areas. You've got basically everything to decorate your house, to deck every hall, big or small. Yeah. The gingerbread houses, they're pretty elaborate and amazing as well. We're not talking about your four walls and a roof gingerbread house.
Well, we have a disclaimer. They're not edible.
Not edible. They are, the people, the men and women who design these, like, they have such steady hands, the details. There's a fairy one, there's a wicked, and there's a wicked tree.
Oh, okay. There's a wicked gingerbread house
we're in
and a
vogue.
wicked tree.
We know what's going on. Dodgers, Labubu, wicked.
Nice. Fantastic. So, Matt, you mentioned that this is the 23rd year of the Boys and Girls Club Festival of Trees here in Santa Clarita. How's it evolved over the years? What do you remember what it was like that first year and how it's grown?
Yeah, amazingly, that was the year I started with the club.
Oh, wow.
So I remember helping deliver some trees that year and going to this warehouse and seeing what was going on. I was like, whoa. I was like, Mom, you got to get over here. You're going to love this. I didn't know we did this. And so we've moved around over the years. We've been at the Canyon Country Community Center. It's our home now for the last 3 years. It's really a great space. And every year we have trees. We had Pirates of the Caribbean trees, Harry Potter, and people. The great thing is that when you purchase this tree, it's on wheels, it's on casters, it's rebar reinforced, so it's ready for delivery, and you can use it year after year after year. So.
You mentioned that, and that's a way I've benefited for quite a few years from the Festival of Trees. My mother's been going to this event for years, and she would always get her tree, and then next year she would get her new tree. She wouldn't have room for the old tree, and so I would get Mom's hand-me-down tree. But it's just as gorgeous as it was last year. But this year, Matt, I don't know if you know, I'm an empty nester now, and so it's kind of labor-intensive, to decorate the house and do everything by myself. So I decided this year, you know what, I'm going to get my own tree, thinking about going for one of the big ones, and just rather than spending all the time to go out and cut down or pick out a tree that's going to have a little bit of scoliosis and stand crooked there in my living room and then have to decorate it myself. Let's pick one up at the Festival of Trees. You guys deliver.
You are wise. You are a wise man. Yeah.
And then boom, my halls are decked.
Yes. Yeah, we do deliver. Yeah, Camelot Movers actually volunteer to move everything for us, so it gets delivered to your house after the event. After Thanksgiving.
Shout out to our friends at Camelot Movers for donating their services. That is fantastic. Matt Nilson, CEO of the Santa Clarita Valley Boys and Girls Clubs, and Dennis Verner, Advisory Board Member and Event Coordinator. Check out their annual Festival of Trees coming up tonight and all weekend long. When we get back, we'll take a sneak peek at what you can expect at the event. Stick around. I am Matt Watson. This is SCVi and I Lead Schools Eye on the Valley on your hometown station, KHTS. Welcome back. You are listening to KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. I am Matt Watson, and you are listening to SCVi and I Lead Schools Eye on the Valley. We are talking this morning with Matt Nilson, CEO of the Santa Clarita Valley Boys and Girls Clubs, and Dennis Verner, Advisory Board Member and Event Coordinator. Their exciting annual winter event, Festival of Trees, is this weekend. Gentlemen, before the break, we were talking about the club's annual Festival of Trees coming up. It's this weekend, right? November 21st, 22nd, 23rd. It is all weekend long at what the cool kids call C4, the Canyon Country Community Center. It's a beautiful facility. Amazing. And perfect for the event, right? You've got the ballroom for the gala dinner tonight, and then you've got this amazing hall where you've got all the Christmas trees and the wreaths and the gingerbread houses. Gingerbread homes. I don't know. Do gingerbread men live there?
That's a good question.
Are they homes? Or
We've always said houses.
Well, if we look inside, we'll be able to find out if they're homes or houses, right? Okay. But anyways, that's coming up all weekend long. So can you tell us a little bit more? I know we talked about a Dodgers tree. I wanted to say honey boo boo tree. No, it's a labubu tree. What else have we got going on? And how can folks, I mean, these aren't just displays, right? People take these trees, gingerbread houses, wreaths, they take them home. How do folks get a hold of them?
So tonight at the auction, we will be auctioning off about, I can't remember the exact number, it's either between 18 to 22 trees. But you don't just get the tree. The certain tree might come with a trip to Hawaii, or it might come with a package for Salt Creek, or it might come with 20 bottles of wine, or it might come with...
That's the way to decorate a tree, Dennis.
So, yeah, these are packaged trees. The other trees are silent auction, and the silent auction has already begun. And I'm sure really? Matt can explain how to get onto the silent auction.
I didn't even hear.
Oh, yeah, we went live.
It's a silent auction.
It's silent. It's out there. You can get it through our website. And it went live Wednesday at 5, and it's going to go until Sunday at 5. So that is when all of our gingerbread houses, tabletop trees, and a few of the large trees as well are in the silent auction. Anyone in the world can bid. We only deliver so far, so out of state, you're on your own. You'll have to figure out how to get it. But
bring my tree to Djibouti.
yeah, not cost effective. But yeah, those are available. Go check it out online. You could see all of the packages of the live auction trees as well, and see what all the sponsors and donors and designers have created to help the youth in Santa Clarita. Okay, so it's only the live auction trees that come with the. Well, let's call it the extra or the added decorations. I saw trees like, of course, the Dodger tree includes Dodger tickets, and you mentioned restaurant packages. You could do a lot worse than a Christmas tree that comes with a Hawaii vacation, right?
Yep.
I mean, you tell me that's...
Absolutely. And, I always say, somebody might say, well, I have a tree. Well, you can gift a tree, or you get the gift, or, it comes with the gift to go under the tree. It's,
I love that. You send a gorgeous tree to grandma, or you set one up at the local assisted living home or something like that, and they say, wow, this is a beautiful tree. Did anything else come with it? Nope.
No. Yeah.
No, Hawaii vacation did not come with this tree,
that
grandma.
box. Ignore that box. Ignore that envelope. And the tabletop trees are great too. So, the tabletop trees are great in a kitchen or a dorm for students or apartments,
And that's what Mom uses it for every year, because they always like to get their live tree and post it up. They've got the big vaulted ceiling and things like that. Yeah. She gets the big 12-footer, and that goes in the living room. But she's got this nice little entryway there. That's got this little circular area, and it's got a little round table. Boom! That thing goes on the round table right when you walk in the house. You're punched in the face with Christmas festiveness.
I was gonna say greeting your visitors, or punched in the face.
Oh, fantastic! So, so you mentioned the website. I want to let people know that is SCVBGC. Super easy. Santa Clarita Valley Boys and Girls Club. Yep. SCVBGC.org. And then there we go. We're gonna bust a rhyme here in a second. And then you can check out all the different particulars of the events, and you can log on to the silent auction website. Yep. You don't have to go to the gala. You don't even have to go out to C4 this weekend to buy the silent auction trees.
Nope. Yep.
Fantastic.
You don't even have to be there. And that is something great. Modern technology helps that. Some of our supporters are like, I can't make it, but you can still get involved in it.
Okay, so you talk about modern technology and how it supports the clubs. I want to get into that. How do the funds that are raised at this event and your other events support the Boys and Girls Clubs to benefit local youth?
Yeah, great question. So those funds go to support our core programs, education support, homework help, food, after school.
You guys do food too.
Yeah, we do. We
That's
do.
right. You gotta have snacks, right?
Yeah.
Can't
And
have
during
teenagers
the
on
full
campus without a
days,
stuffed refrigerator.
yeah, you know how much food you go through
boy.
and cost. So in the summer, we have breakfast, lunch, afternoon snack, all of those core, important programs, as well as arts and crafts, enrichment, workforce development, cooking class. We have sports leagues, leadership development, all of these wonderful programs to help develop our kids and make sure that all kids have opportunities.
Right. Plus the expensive operational costs, right? Staff, electricity ain't cheap. And
Well,
all that good stuff.
yeah. That's the biggest is,
Definitely.
we have paid employees who are there every day
Right.
for the kids. That's what's really important.
And you're charging $60 a year for membership, and then you give a sibling discount of $45 a year for brothers and sisters that come in. So you got to do something to supplement, and it's a great event. I love it because it gives me kind of that selfish feeling that I'm actually giving back when I'm actually going to an amazing event, buying an amazing Christmas tree, and I get to feel like I'm a philanthropist, right?
Hey, you're gonna spend your money, and so what better way to do it than to support the local?
Oh, you
youth?
get that tree that comes with the Hawaii vacation. You're laying on the beach there in Waikiki, and
You
someone
deserve
says,
it,
"What do
Matt.
you do
You
for a living?"
deserve it.
I'm a philanthropist.
That's right.
And it's important to know that those trees, as they're being decorated and the trips to Hawaii, that's all donated. So that's
So
not
that's
going
an
into the
important point.
cost.
This isn't
Yeah.
okay. So these are all donated. Dennis, can you talk to us about maybe some of the folks that donate this stuff?
There's, we have our sponsors. So the sponsors are sponsoring the tables. If we just sold tickets to this event, it would just, be an average event. But the sponsors are what are making it happen.
And we're talking about, I'm looking at your website. You've got sponsors like Mission Valley Bank, UCLA Health, is this the Peterson family?
Yes.
Wow, just the Petersons are great. Man, just the family steps up and says, yes, we're in. We're going to sponsor the event.
And I think it's Jackie's birthday today.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Jackie's?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Awesome. Hope to see her out at the event. Catherine Berger sponsors the event. 5 Point, did I mention? So, yeah, you've got some amazing sponsors. And then folks around town say, hey, I've got season tickets to the Dodgers. Take a couple and we're not talking nosebleeds, man. I was looking at some of these tickets. It's full club box, second row, amazing prizes that you've got. Love that. So it's worth it. These are going to go
There's just countless people involved in this, and all of them volunteer their time. We have a couple of vendors that we need to pay, obviously, but other than that, it's a volunteer basis.
So the event is all volunteer. That's incredible and that just speaks volumes to the caliber of program that you're running, Matt, right? That so many people believe so much in what you guys are doing, not only to help working families and kids that need a safe place after school, but building the leadership, building tomorrow's workforce for us. It just is a testament to people wanting to give back and donate so much.
Yeah, and shout out to our club staff because they're out there every day on the front line working with the kids, and they put their heart and soul into it. And we have career employees, we have young employees who are working towards their teaching credential or social work, and these are just people who care, and they develop the relationships with the kids. They're the ones that the kids come to see every day and look forward to.
Fantastic. Yeah, shout out to your staff. They are amazing people. So, how can people participate in the Festival of Trees? I mentioned you've got the gala tonight. You've got, just the festival where folks can come in, see the trees. You've got the silent auction online where people can bid on it. So where do people get tickets? And do you still have volunteer opportunities?
Well, I'm not sure about the volunteer opportunities, but we have a good problem. The Festival of Trees event tonight is completely sold out with a waiting list.
Okay, but you do have a waiting list.
We do.
Interesting, because, it is raining out or, things happen, right? There'll be folks that don't show up, and so you've got a waiting list. That's cool. And, not a bad idea, right? Who says, I don't want to go hang out in the lobby and then only to be told no. But no, you can still wander around, check out the trees, and see if you can make it into the gala. That is fantastic. Or you can go today until 3 p.m.
Yeah, the best thing is to come in during our communities at this point, and then and get on the silent auction, and that's a great way to support. And and if you still wanted to make a cash donation, you can still do that through the portal too. As well.
Right. You're listening to us and falling in love with the clubs and Yeah, here's $20. I wanna get in.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So probably too late for sponsorship opportunities. You got all those locked in now, right?
Yeah, but we do other events. We'll do Festival of Trees next year. So
Okay.
talk to us Monday because then there's only 364 more days until the next Festival of Trees. So we'll be right back at it. Yeah.
All right. So it is Santa Clarita Valley Boys and Girls Club Festival of Trees. It is tonight, November 21st, and all weekend long, 22nd, 23rd. They can check it out at C4, the Canyon Country Community Center. Tickets are available at scvbgc.org.
Yep.
Now, Matt, you guys, I always love going to, your Future Leaders Breakfast?
Yes,
that you guys
Great
do.
Futures Breakfast.
Great Futures Breakfast. Just because of the heartwarming stories that I hear and things like that. So whenever you're on, I always like to ask if you can share maybe a story or two that would just kind of reiterate or underscore what it is that you're accomplishing with our youth. Do you have a story or two that you can share?
Oh, I have hundreds of stories. Yeah. Let's see. So, yeah, at our Great Futures Breakfast, one of our highlights was one of our members, Robert. He's a senior in high school. He's on the football team. And he's been with us since before he could even attend the club because his older brother was at the club.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, single mom who's works hard and does an amazing job raising her kids, but just needs that little extra support. And so him and his brother would come to the club, and he was kind of, give me a little knucklehead at times, and, went through a couple challenges, but then just kept getting involved in our leadership program, and very proud of him. He earlier this year went to Sacramento with me on an advocacy trip to meet our elected officials, tour the Capitol, and be there with other teens and develop those leadership skills. And for some of our kids that go on a trip like that, it's their first time out of the valley. Like, we're driving, we were driving up the 99. I'll never forget when there was a tractor driving on the freeway, and the kids are like, what is going on? You're like, yeah, this is welcome to
Bakersfield.
To most of California.
That is funny.
So,
First time out of Santa Clarita Valley, and you got them up there lobbying lawmakers.
Yeah.
Talk about leadership development. That is fantastic.
Yep.
So very exciting. You mentioned you're now serving kids 4 years old through high school graduation, essentially, right?
Yeah, we talk about it. So we've expanded the ages and we've expanded our footprint. We're very proud of our operations in Valverde and at Castaic Middle School. Those kids and those families are getting super involved. Some of them will be at the festival helping greet people as they arrive, some of our teens.
Nice.
So really great. Actually, in Castaic, I saw yesterday we had a sushi making class. I'm like, what? Where was I? Like, they're there, they're rolling sushi. I'm like, these kids are learning some great life skills.
Right? I've taken a couple tours of your clubs, Matt. Next time they're doing the sushi class, I want to take another tour. Give me
Absolutely.
a call.
Absolutely.
I might be somewhat of an expert.
Bring the wasabi. Yeah.
Certainly. So I always want to mention this because, like I said, you're doing great things for littles all the way through high school graduation. You're doing it Monday through Friday after school hours. You're doing it during the vacation time. Can't help but think somebody's in their car going, I can't believe I didn't realize that this resource was out there, and for only $60 a year. So if a family's interested in joining the clubs, how can they do that, Matt?
Yeah, so they could go on to our website and start the registration process through scvbgc.org, or just search Boys and Girls Club Santa Clarita Valley. And once you start that membership registration process, we'll reach out to you. Or if you want to come see the club beforehand, give us a call. 661-254-CLUB is our phone number. Easy to remember, 254-CLUB. And we can have you take a tour of one of our sites, get you meeting the staff, and just get acquainted and show the kids. Sometimes kids got to see something in person to get really excited about it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. And I know how teens are. I was that way as a kid. Come on, we're going to enroll you in the clubs. No, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Come on, let's just go take a look. And then once they see the pool table or the games you got going on and all the other kids and how friendly they are, they're not going to want to go home.
95% of the kids their first day, when the parents pick up, they say, I don't want to go home. Can you come back in an hour? Like it's the best.
Right? Leave some potato chips and be on with yourself.
Go shopping. Come back.
All right, Dennis, we got about 30 more seconds. Can you just give us the quick Cliff's Note version? Reset the Festival of Trees event, date, time, how to get tickets, how to show up, how to be involved.
It's tonight and it's sold out.
Okay, so the gala is tonight.
The gala
it's
is sold out. That's what I've worked on.
Don't show up unless you want to be on the wait list.
Yes.
But people can still see the trees and get the trees, how do they do that?
They can swing by there today. They can go over to the Canyon Country Community Center and walk in there. I think you have to buy a ticket to get in there.
Yeah, tickets at the door, $10.
$10.
$10. Yeah.
Go in there, look at your trees, and then sign up for the silent auction and bid on a tree.
Absolutely. And tomorrow you got some very special VIP guests that are going to be out there. Still the same ticket price, $10.
Yes.
Santa's going to be there. There's going to be carolers.
Photos with Santa. Yep.
All right. Fantastic. It'll be a perfect day for the family tomorrow. And then folks can get online and make their bids on the silent auction for some of these wreaths, some of the small tabletop trees, some of those big old knock your friends out with how stunning your living room is, 8 to 10 foot trees, all delivered, by the way, for free. How do they get online? How do they bid, Matthew?
Yeah, so the big trees for Clarity are delivered. The smaller
the
items,
tabletop
smaller
trees you
items
can just come pick up, throw them in the back of your pinot.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah. What was the question?
Anyways, well, the question is, Dennis, do you have siblings?
I do.
So you know my pain. I know Matthew does as well. We got my stupid big brother. He's on the phone. And
tell us how you really feel.
Matt, I know. I also know you forgot when you agreed to hour number 2 in an interview. You got to put up with my big brother. Dennis, you're about to learn the bad news. Tony's calling in. He's got trivia questions. He's got some questionable life advice. He's got some fun facts for us. Sorry, guys. You guys are in for the long haul.
Oh, boy. What do we
stick
sign
around.
up for?
It's about to come off the rails. Stick around. I am Matt Watson. Big T's coming in. This is SCVi and I Lead Schools Eye on the Valley on your hometown station, KHTS. And welcome back. You are listening to KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. This is SCVi and I Lead Schools Eye on the Valley. I am your host, Matt Watson, and it looks like the rain is letting up a little bit. The sun is about to come out. It's going to be another beautiful weekend here in the Valley. We've got the Santa Clarita Valley Boys and Girls Club Festival of Trees coming up all weekend long out at C4. That is the Canyon Country Community Center. Check out how you can participate, get tickets, bring the kids with you all weekend long. Check out the trees, bid on the silent auction. Check them out at scvbgc.org. As a matter of fact, I've got CEO Matt Nilson and advisory board member Dennis Verner here in the studio with us. But step back, everybody. It is now time for Big T's 5 Minutes of Fame. Y'all know Big T. Big T is an executive and philanthropist. He's an amazing father, husband, and dog dad, and for a long time he thought that the reality docuseries 7 Little Johnsons was actually an expose on him and his rec league basketball team. Here he is, everybody. He's Mom's favorite. Big T, welcome to the show.
Morning, gentlemen.
How you doing, brother?
Good morning.
I'm doing well, thank you.
All right, you got any fun facts, any life advice for us, or are we jumping straight into trivia this morning?
I actually have a little bit of life advice. You know, we got Thanksgiving next week, so I have a little bit of life advice so you can have a little bit of fun around the holidays. Sometimes they can be a little stuffy.
Not our family.
Exactly. So the first thing, Maddie, is if you can get around the turkey before it goes in the oven, get yourself a Cornish game hen and stuff it inside that turkey without anybody looking. Then make sure you're present when it's carved, and as loud as you can, holler out, "You cooked a pregnant turkey?"
Oh, evil.
Oh, man. The kids will love it.
You know, exactly. You know, also, Matt, if you're doing, some people travel for the holidays. If you're doing any traveling and you get on an airplane, as soon as you start taxiing down that runway, take your little barf bag from the seat pocket in front of you and then lean to your neighbor and say, "Hey, if you're not going to use yours, can I use it? Normally one isn't enough for me."
Remember the disclaimer before we came back from commercial, friends. The views and opinions expressed by the folks on the air are not necessarily the views and opinions of KHTS or the station.
FAA approved.
It just spices things up a little bit. And lastly, Matt, if you're able to, as soon as dinner's done, ask if you can take a plate of food to a relative or just some random made-up friend that's working. That's your perfect opportunity, if you time it right, to get out of dishes duty.
I got to go drop this off at Jimmy's house.
I got to go see a guy about a dog.
There we go. There we go.
All righty, ready for some trivia?
Yeah, I need to make sure
it?
that, well, I don't think Dennis has played with us before, so I need to teach Dennis the rules. So, Dennis, Tony's got trivia questions. It's pretty straightforward. He's going to ask a question. If you think you know the answer, you hit your buzzer. Don't just shout out the answer. You hit your buzzer to chime in, okay? Your buzzer is your name. So you just call out your name, Dennis, Matt, Andrew, Frogger, for whatever reason. Well, because we can't have two Matts, right?
Yeah.
We would confuse Big T. So, you call out your name. Tony will recognize you, and then you chime in with your answer. I'm going to keep score. Our friends at home get the advantage, though, because they don't have to shout out their name. They just shout out the answer and see if they can beat us. But we got 4 handsome, intelligent men here in the studio. I don't know if they're going to be able to beat us. Big T, what do you got?
All righty. What appliance company has the slogan, "We bring good things to life and imagination at work"?
Frogger. LG.
It is not LG.
Darn it.
Hint to the rest of the room, it is initials.
Oh. So it's not Frigidaire.
All righty. GE.
GE.
Oh,
Come on.
Okay.
it was on the tip of his tongue.
Yeah.
No point for
There
you,
it
sir.
is.
No point for you.
All righty. What was the name of the clown that carries a red balloon in the movie It?
Matt.
Andrew.
Matt.
Pennywise.
Pennywise. Are you showing those movies at the club, Matt?
No.
No.
I still haven't even watched that. I'm too
No.
afraid.
I think The Grinch Who Stole Christmas is the scariest movie they show at the clubs.
Yes.
No Old Yeller?
Oh, man.
Tony, you know why they show The Grinch at the clubs, right?
Why is that?
Because no matter how young or old, there's no kid that's ever scared of the Grinch, is there?
Correct.
Never.
Correct. Never. All righty. Lionel Messi just signed an extension with Inter Miami Soccer Club. What number does Messi wear?
Andrew. Number 10.
Number 10. Number 10 is correct. What rapper created the viral phrase 6'7"?
Okay.
Frogger.
No idea.
Frogger.
No.
Arctic Storm.
It is not Arctic Storm. Anybody else?
No idea. Meek Mill?
That'd be the rapper Skrilla.
Skrilla.
Skrilla, of course.
Of course, yeah.
That was on the tip of
Of
Dennis's
course.
tongue. I saw it.
What is the name of the vampire in Sesame Street?
Frogger.
Frog.
That would be the Count.
The Count.
You know how many points that is for me, Tony? 1.
How many?
1.
One. Taco Bell added buffalo chicken to their menu with the help of what sauce company that has the slogan, "I put that beep on everything"?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Frank's Red Hot.
There we go.
Frank's Red Hot. Good pull. Good pull.
Ooh.
What are Victoria's Secret models called?
Frogger.
Frogger. Don't go there, Frogger. Give me the real answer.
Angels.
Angels is correct.
I had 3
Kanye-
better answers than that, Tony.
I'm sure you did. I saw where your brain was going. Kanye West had a problem.
he did.
West had a problem giving Kim Kardashian's Lamborghinis to his friends. Spell Lamborghini.
Oh, geez.
Matt. I'm going to go for it. Matt.
Matt.
Do it. Spread out, gentlemen.
LAM ORGHINI.
Unless I think we missed a letter
Incorrect.
in there.
Yes,
Am I
yes,
correct?
we did. Frogger.
All right. Frogger.
LAMBORGHINI.
Spelling bee is such intricate radio. I love it. That is correct, Frogger.
I forgot the B.
What type of cheese is most commonly used on pizza?
Matt.
Matt.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella's correct. Nice pull.
Mozzarella.
What MTV series followed Snooki, Pauly D,
Andrew.
and The Situation?
The, the Jersey Shore.
Hey.
Jersey Shore is correct. November 2nd was Daylight Savings Time.
Correct.
What does AM, what does AM, as in 6 a.m., stand for?
Frogger.
Frogger.
Anti-meridian.
Anti-meridian. Correct. Before midday. Yankee legend Derek Jeter, what number did he wear?
Andrew.
Oh.
That was
Andrew.
the number 2. Derek Jeter.
That was number two, correct.
I'd have gone with you.
Anna Kendrick recently said she saw the Loch Ness Monster early this year. What country does the Loch Ness Monster reside? Matt.
Scotland.
Scotland's correct. Nice pull.
Interestingly, though, she
What
saw
is
it in her bathtub.
What is
No comment.
what is the slogan for Maxwell House Coffee?
Frogger.
Andrew.
Frogger.
Oh, shoot. It's not the best part of waking up is Maxwell House in your cup.
No.
That would be Folgers.
No, that's Folgers. Anybody got it?
Matt. Drink this
Matt?
coffee. Drink this coffee.
That's good.
Dennis or Andrew, you guys got a guess or no?
I was going to go with coffee.
Dennis, I'm going to go with Jim never wants a second cup.
What a great movie. Good to the last drop.
Oh, good to the last drop.
Oh, of course.
Correct.
Dennis, I'm giving you a point for that.
In 1965, Julie Andrews won an Academy Award for her role in what movie?
Frogger.
Frogger.
The Sound of Music.
Incorrect.
What do you do with a problem like Frogger?
Andrew.
Gone with the Wind?
Julie Andrews?
No.
Incorrect.
No. What was I thinking of?
It's Mary Poppins.
No.
Oh! Mary Poppins.
All righty.
Had it.
What is the name of the joke-telling bear from the Muppets?
Frogger.
Okay. Took me a
Go,
second.
Matthew.
Frogger.
No, I think Matt beat me to the drop on that one.
Matt got it. Go for it, Matt.
Fonzie.
Oh, Frogger.
Okay. You got to give it to him on that one.
Okay, are we giving him Fonzie?
No.
Okay, it's
his name.
Fozzie Bear.
Fozzie?
Fozzie Bear.
That's what I said.
That was his cool cousin.
Matt Nelson is deleting the B in Lamborghini and adding an N to Fozzie
Letters
Bear.
are just everywhere.
Right. Yes, his catchphrase is no longer waka waka, it's A.
The good thing is he's picking B and N, which are typically silent letters, so that he could go either way.
Right?
I haven't had my
All right,
last drop.
what symbol is the Snapchat logo?
Andrew.
Andrew.
A ghost.
Oh, yeah.
It is a ghost.
Good
It
job.
is a ghost.
Yeah.
Which two elite-level figure skaters were in the news after one of them
Frogger.
was accused of attacking me?
Frogger.
Frogger.
Nancy Kerrigan
Frogger.
and Tanya Harding.
Why? That is correct. Katy Perry was seen on her yacht recently kissing former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. What country was Justin
Matt.
Trudeau Prime Minister of? Matt.
Canada.
Canada. Good pull.
Oh. All right, we got
What was
time
the
for
name of the
about
Brady Bunches?
one, maybe two, one more.
Perfect. What was the name of the Brady Bunch's housekeeper?
Frogger.
Ooh, Andrew.
Frogger.
Alice.
Finish the Beastie Boy line of who her boyfriend was.
Al the Butcher. All right, Big T.
Nice.
Thanks for swinging by. We got to take off. I took another one. Andrew, Matt, good showing. Dennis, I'm sorry we were having technical difficulties with your microphone that time. We'd like to thank our guests. Kim Baljet, Director of Educational Technology for iLead Public Schools, Director of School Initiatives with iLead, Allison Bravo, Kris Nilson, College and Career Counselor at SCVi, and with the Santa Clarita Valley Boys and Girls Club, Matt Nelson and Dennis Verner, producer Sarah, engineer Andrew, and thank you for listening. Remember, friends, life is hard, but we're all here to help each other along. Be well, do good, and go online to scvbgc.org to get your tickets to the Festival of Trees. And join us again every Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. I am Matt Watson. This is SCVi and iLead Schools Eye on the Valley on your hometown station, KHTS.